Okay, not really a preview of Furman Paladins at Clemson Tigers. From you here and Bobby Dirkens. And yeah, you can follow me if you want. Not outside my house. That'd be weird. I'd have to shoot you. But anyway, thank you so much for joining me. Whatever you do, don't check out that guy, not Bobby Dirkens. What a loser. Anyway, I'm going to get right to the point. Furman, for anybody who is geographically challenged and don't really know where Furman's at, so imagine Clemson is the promised land. Well, if you'll go technically kind of northeast, you're going to reach a place called Travelers Rest, South Carolina. It's a quaint little town. You go up there, that's where Furman's located. It's an outrageously overpriced liberal arts school. People come out of there with a ton of debt, and unless they become lawyers, they'll never pay it off. Little school, it's a pretty little campus. They're going to drive over to Clemson Saturday, and they're going to get their head tore off. Then they're going to drive back to Travelers Rest, South Carolina, with a big old honking check courtesy of Clemson, South Carolina. There's an understanding. We beat the crap out of you, but we pay you a lot to do it. Now, I know for some of you, you're on here and you're like, I need in-game analysis. I need player names. I can't tell you one player's name on Furman's team. I can't tell you one. And let me tell you this, if you are that bad off in life to where I have to break down Furman for you playing at Clemson, you need help that I can't give you. All right? Just telling you. So why'd I do the video? I'm going to talk about the obvious. Quarterback situation. Now, if you'll jog your, and I know you don't want to, nor do I, it's like PTSD or something like that. I didn't say STD. I said PTSD. You go back to last year, after Clemson barely lost to Georgia, and we were like, well, you know what, that Georgia defense was awfully good. And then the very next week, we played against South Carolina State. Now, it was kind of like DJ went out there and nobody cared. He was like, I'm playing against Furman, or SC State at that time. It's like, this is boring. And who can blame? I mean, even Buddy Pugh, the head coach of South Carolina State, was like, I don't care. I like Clemson. I'm just glad to be here. They're going to pay us a lot of money. Then we'll go back down to Orangeburg. It was the very next week against Georgia Tech that we found out that it was not Georgia or SC State or Doo-Doo State or the Mississippi School of the Deaf, Dumb, and Blind. No, it wasn't. It was our quarterback, unfortunately. Now, you know me, I'm not trying to take shots at people. I'm not trying to be fickle. But I am saying this, is that DJ will come out in this game. He'll throw solid. And just being honest with you, he's going to throw solid because it's Furman. And then after that, we're going to have about as many answers as we have right now. We have no answers when it comes to the quarterback situation. You know it, I know it, all God's children know. Big thing is when Cade comes out there and he gets more experience with offense. Now, I am hoping to everything that is sacred that they're going to put Cade out there just a little sooner than what they did last week. You know, maybe at the 9-minute mark instead of the last 5 minutes. Cade needs more reps. That's just being honest. Cade needs more reps. He needs it. Clemson defense is going to come out. They're going to tear his team up. There's going to be some heavy hits. This is a game you get in, you win it, you get out of it. Get your starters off the field. Our starting defense shouldn't be on the field past the first half. They need to be pulled. If there's every time you play a play, you risk injury. That's kind of an understanding, right? That's football. You know, you don't have to have urine for brains to even understand. I mean, you can have urine for brains and understand. The point is, you get out there, you get the job over with, you get to next week. It's a glorified practice. So the defense is going to go out there and do what they do, get off the field. The only problem is if for some reason our offense just decides to sit around and do nothing again. At that point, we got bigger problems than what we did. Let me tell you this. This is not a talent issue across the board with who's available to play. Come out, get Cade more experience. We need to see Cade we need to see him every other drive. That's what I do right now. I go, you take drive 1, take drive 2, then go 3 and 4 and so on. But that's what that's the most important thing that I'm looking for on Saturday. The most important thing I'm looking for on Saturday is do we see Cade a lot? Because I don't know if y'all heard about this or not, but Sam Hartman, and I know you have, Sam Hartman has been cleared to play, and that's good for that young man, all right? It's good for him. So Wake Forest was not going to be near as good without Sam Hartman. Well, he's back, so he does pose more of a threat. Now, of course, he's going up against our world-class defense. My point still is he's a good quarterback, and Dave Clawson, he's a good coach. I mean, you have to respect what he does up there. I mean, how would you like to end up going to a place where their stadium could easily seat the same capacity as a local high school basketball court? And go, feast your eyes on this, Dave. Take it and work. Nobody want to do that. Ain't people lining up for that. That's like lining up to get punched square between the face. Unless you're off in the head, you don't do it. La Tech is not going to be hard, but they're just not going to roll over and die. So, this week and next week with Louisiana Tech is going to be some of the last easier games we have. Then you got Wake, and then you got the big matchup with NC State at Clemson. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, and I know I'm not talking about the NC State game and preview and everything right now, but I'm telling you, if NC State, and I know it's first game of the year, but they had a ton of starters back on defense. They had a problem with Eastern Carolina. I say Eastern, it's East Carolina. Sorry, okay. But you have this week and next week to start working your crap out. Week after that, it gets a little more difficult. Okay? The week after that, it's game on. And so if we get to that NC State game and we still ain't got our crap figured out, we're going to get crapped on. So the Furman game is a great game to get Cade out there, challenge these guys, challenge them to play good, work hard, understand the plays, tell the wide receivers it's time to start, catching the ball. That's kind of the point of being a wide receiver. And go from there. Well, if y'all are expecting any more from me about this Furman game, y'all don't know me very well. Furman is cute little school, but they're gonna get kicked in the unmentionables this week, but they'll be paid quite handsomely for it. Bobby Dirkens, hit the subscribe button, turn on notifications, tell all your friends and neighbors that you saw me here. Could you have me play, sir? Do that. All right, I'm Bobby Dirkens. You keep showing up, I'll keep showing up.